just in case Nicole is wondering, the AC is on today. Yes, it is. And I just paused my work. Today I was doing a little bit of DoorDash and I did a little bit of Lyft. For those that are doing the driving apps or using them to the best of their abilities. And I also decided that it's best to just pull over. It's around lunchtime. It's 1 o'clock, and I had a few minutes, and I just wanted to drop a few little tips and tricks for you guys. I know that it's summertime. I know that some of you guys are off from school or off from work or need a little extra side hustle. And I just here to let you guys know, I wanted to share a few of the gig work apps that you guys can use to make sure that you're adding that extra little sum of money inside of your pockets. Some of them, the ones that I use basically is DoorDash. I do Walmart Spark. I'm doing as well the sorry about that, Lyft. I do Lyft, guys. I started to do Lyft probably like, I would say, I registered for over a year. Hey, Jared. I always call you Garrett. It's Jared. Hi, Jared. Thanks for stopping by. So I do Lyft, and at first I did not want to like jump into it and just go for it. I decided, I'm just gonna register on all the apps and put it in the back burner. But then I was like, you know what? Let me just try it out, see if I like it. And guys, I only do probably 3, maybe 5 rides on Lyft because I add Lyft to my other apps. So I don't use a whole lot of Lyft, but if I do it, it helps add and stack extra cash into my weekly monies that I'm making, to each his own. But I think it's a nice little, I will call it cherry on the cake. But today we're just talking about little gig work, how it works, how much money you can make on a daily basis, depending on the area that you're working in, depending on the day of the week, depending of the state that you're in. All of that will vary on how much your income can be. Hey guys, welcome in. Hi everybody, come on in. We're just talking about making some extra money. I know summer is coming up and everybody's looking for an extra little 50, 100 a day, maybe 200 a day, maybe 300 a day, guys. Whatever amount you want to get in there, it's your choice. But some of the apps that I was mentioning at the beginning that you all could try during the summer, especially if you're, in your teens, you're off from school, you're graduating school, it would be a nice little leadway wait time for you guys until school starts again to get into the gig economy. Okay, so I think you have to be, I think, 17 or 18 and older in order for you to be able to register on the apps. But I definitely highly recommend that if you're a teenager and you can't find that job and you don't want to go to a 9 to 5, go ahead, guys, and register on any one of those gig apps. We have Amazon Flex, we have Amazon full-time, part-time, you have Lyft, you have Uber Eats, you have Uber Drive, you have Walmart Spark. What else we have out there? We have Grubhub, we have Roadie, we have what else we have? Let me see if I can think. We have Deliver That. Like, there's so much different options for you all. This summer is coming up, and that extra money on the side, don't be scared of the apps, guys and girls. A lot of people would say, like, I don't see myself doing this because it's so scary. And so on the mainland, some parts of the world, we heard this story that this and this happened. Let me tell you, you could be walking into a store and the same thing can happen to you. You don't specifically have to be actually doing the gig economy for situations to happen. Situations happen. Okay, I was at a yield sign and situation happened. Yes. So things happen. People are going to be people. You just need to learn to adjust your sale. As you all come in, please go ahead. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I highly recommend you guys come in, subscribe to my channel. I come on every Tuesday, Thursday, and definitely on a Sunday, so we can have, like, a little talk, girl talk, whatever topics we're going to throw out there. I always try to, you know, include you guys in hot topics that you can contribute also by commenting and just being a part of the channel. I talk about health. I talk about my struggle with health and physical health in regards to working out and trying to stay active. I also talk about skincare. I talk about hair. Right now is all, I got it all stranded up and twisted, but at the end of the day, we talk about fate walk. We talk about, oh, I hope she don't back into me. I had enough of that today. Sorry, somebody's trying to back in, and I had enough of people bumping into my car. So hopefully, but they did great. They did great parking. So we talk about hair. We talk about how to make extra money on the side. I dropped some tips of what it is that I do. So I had a feeling that, let me share what I'm doing right now during the summer to make that extra money. And as I was mentioning to you guys, all the different apps that's out there, ain't no way you're talking about, hey, can I have a $20 or a $10 when you could go create your money? And it's pretty easy. You either pick up food, you either drop off people's product to them, you either drop groceries off, you can do caterings. It's all the options that's out there that you all this summer should not be a stressful summer. You can still have that pocket change. If you work the market will work for you. Let me go and say hi to somebody. If you welcome, Flemings. I see we have Jared. Thank you guys for coming in. Geit, I'm not sure who Geit is, but Geit, if you're new here to my channel and you have not yet subscribed, just join the channel and come on in so that you can be a part of the team. Ashley, welcome, Ashley. Welcome to my channel. If you're not part of here, make sure that you join the Life with Paulette family. And today we're just going to talk about the gig economy and how you can make extra summer money in your spare time on the top of what you're doing on the top of what you're currently doing. So that way, in like 2 to 5 hours, 2 to 3 hours a day, you could add that extra in. Hi, Blast. How are you today? Welcome in. Thank you guys for dropping in. Hi, EFP. If you guys have any questions and concerns in regard to the gig app, for those that already started into the gig, for those that is thinking about it, for those that are definitely, just, working it and still have questions, feel free, drop your questions in the comment right now so that I can help you guys out and probably share some tips. Some of the questions I may know right off the bat. Some of them I'll be like, oh, I didn't have that experience, but I just still want to share with you guys. How is everybody doing today? I know today's Thursday. Aloha Friday is tomorrow. Got my DoorDash shirt on right now. You best believe it. Yeah, EFP. You better. This is the DoorDash shirt, guys. And like I mentioned, this is my car keys. I keep losing my keys. And so my husband decided that he was going to get a piece of rope. You see my little bling? And that way my chain will keep my keys. And this is just my dash cam that I use over my neck so that when I go deliver, I can videotape and whatever is going on there. But good for you, EFP. I'm so happy for you. I'm proud of you. Go get that money out there, do your few deliveries every day, and make it a habit, guys. Make it a habit. Let's see who else is there. Any questions that you have, ESP? Have you gotten any of those nice, beautiful little notes from your customers yet with a whole bunch of to-do lists when you drop that order off? How is your experience so far when it comes to your first dashing that you did? Did you had any little awkward moments yet? Was it all peachy? Share with me. I want to know, especially for those that listen to my channel and decided they were going to just jump on the wagon and go ahead and make that money. I want to know if it's working for you. Are you all making money? Did you had any hiccups? How is it going? Share with me. I would love for you guys to share with me in the comment, especially EFP, because you just mentioned a few weeks ago you got into DoorDash and you're excited about that. So I'm excited for you too. Oh my goodness. Woo, woo. Oh my God. I love when my sister wins. I love when all my sisters just decide to go ahead and bite the bullet and stretch themselves, because I know this gig economy is no joke, and it's not for everybody. I'm not going to sit here and say it's for everybody, but listen, extra money is everybody deserves to have a little extra coins to do what they please and what they want to do. And basically, at the end of the day, I think is a blessings to know that you can just register, and as long as you have all the steps and all of the background checks taken care of, guys, you'll be good to go. Let's see what EFP said. What was your message? Your little strange, awkward message. Let's see. She say they say, don't knock. Don't ring the doorbell. Leave my food on the porch. Yep, that is typical. That is typical. I mean, you're going to get a whole bunch of messages and little awkward notes that you roll your eyes. And then or sometimes they will leave the ones that say, come through the front door. The dog's going to bark at you. Don't pay the dog any mind. They're little puppies. I'm looking at these big old dogs like, I ain't going in your gate. Like, come meet me, or I'm gonna leave your food at the gate. Like, literally, there are certain ones that you have to be like, nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. I had my awkward one that I had a few days ago was the customer was like, I just want you to know, you come in, you hit this, they lived in like this big old building. And then I had to go up there with one little Jack in the Box order. She lived on the 18th floor. And that one, she left her code, so I punched the code in, and then she's telling me I gotta park my car in the back of the building, come forward, and then find the entrance that's in the middle of the building. And I'm looking like, wait a minute, I don't think I so like when I pick up little lowball orders and they have so much things for me to do, and the tip was probably $2, and I'm like, I gotta walk up to the 18th floor, I have to punch in the code, I have to do this, wait for the guard to come and get me, to escort me to the elevator. I'm like, this is too much, this is stressful. So I did it anyway, and I called DoorDash, because you know me, I'm gonna give you a call. I was like, DoorDash, please don't send me that customer again. It was very confusing, very all over the place. And then they didn't want their food in the front of their house. They wanted me to put it by the back door. Always be mindful that when a customer is leaving you all these messages, don't even respond to them right away. Wait until you get into the area that where they're living, or figure out your surroundings, because if you feel the front door is right there, why do I gotta go through the back? Who is in the back? And if there's a hallway and I gotta go in the back to drop the food off, how about you meet me out front? How about that? Like, that's the things where your common sense will kick in immediately. When you're doing in the gig economy, you have to make sure that you feel comfortable. If you feel uncomfortable and they're talking about come through the gate, don't mind the big old dog in front of you, go across to the side, come to the back, go up the stairs, put it in the back, and make sure it's going to be in a little bin in the back. Put it inside there and ring the bell. I'm like, I'm not going in the back of the house. So make sure that your notes that you're getting, do not respond, because sometimes when you do more than 2 to 3 DoorDash orders, you're going to have that one customer that's going to just be off, totally off. And you may not want to go in the back of the house. You may be like, park in the front of the house and you drop that food off, take that screenshot, and just let them know it's right there in a nice safe area, and you go about your business. Because sometimes it's little teenagers texting you, little kids. The last time I went to one, my awkward one was the kid ordered to the house, used his mom's account, and then when I got to the house, he's going to ask me if I could bring it to the community pool from the development that I went in. I was like, no, I'm gonna drop this off at your doorstep, and this is the house number. I screenshot. I left that there. Oh, he was livid. He was so upset with me. Probably had his little girlfriend and his little other friends, and he wanted to play macho with me. I called and I reported him, and I went about my business. You're gonna have situations, but you do not let the situation have you. You must always breathe, take control. If you get an order or a little feisty customer here and there, and you feel like, listen, that person that tripped out on me and they just took me to a different level, my advice to you is pause your screen for a few 30 minutes or turn off, breathe, go eat, go walk around somewhere else and calm down, and then you come back, because that one negative customer can ruin the rest of your delivery. So you can imagine, you're delivering, you're all happy, you're getting your shmoney, you're on to it. A customer just have a bad day, came out, just said something or disrespected you or yelled at you on the phone, and you're in your feelings, and then all of a sudden what's going to happen is the next customer that you have to deliver, you're all upset from the last customer. So my advice when that happens, and it will happen in the long run because it happens to all of us, you're going to have that one little negative Nancy that's having a bad day. She want to make sure that you have a bad day, so she's just going to just lash out at you. Always breathe. I would turn off, walk around whatever I'm at, just take off for 30 minutes to an hour, or switch app, go to a different app. One time that happened to me, right? The customer ordered from both different apps. So it happened on DoorDash, because DoorDash, you may get them mostly because the orders comes in so quick. So she turned around and she messed around with my little feelings and emotion, because I had already delivered enough. And I turned off DoorDash and I said, well, I'm going to turn Grubhub on. It was the same person. It was the same person had ordered another order on Grubhub. I was like, oh my gosh, this is too much. But it was a great opportunity because you got to show face. And they did give after a great tip because they had done so much on the DoorDash app. I reported them too. I said, don't send this person back to me. Turn on Grubhub. Boom, I got the same person. So sometimes that could happen, especially if the area that you're living in, it's not a huge area, but things like that happens. You be trying to say, you know what, I'm gonna hold my peace, I'm gonna walk away, and boom, all the apps people are registered on too, and things can happen. Hi, Sister Tanya Bond, how are you? Welcome. Bless. Let me see what they're saying here. EFP, they say don't knock. Yes, you share that. If you're interested in making extra dough, this is Flemings, working part-time with no risk. Absolutely. You go, Flemings. Get that out there. Absolutely. You let them know it's summer money. We got to make some summer money, Let's do this. The gig economy is popping, right? EFP said, they also make a lot of notes for the restaurant. At first, I thought it was my responsibility to ensure the order was right before I left. But I can't if the bag is sealed. Exactly. So if you go to a restaurant that already sealed the bags, they would not, you're not responsible because you can't open the bags to check. Now, sometimes what I do is, if I get a big order, I will ask them, is everything in there? And then I'll go through and make sure if they're asking for like their utensils or they're asking for a specific sauce or something, I'll be like, did you all put this sauce in there? You don't have to, but I would love for everyone to get accustomed of doing it, because learn from me. I had a McDonald's order. The person bag was sealed. The person who ended up going, I drop off the order, everything was good. When they opened their bags, they were missing their chicken nuggets in the bag. Now it was sealed. It's not my fault, it's the restaurant fault. I got a violation for missing food. That is how the app will fix it and say just missing food, and they'll say a violation. I received the violation when it was the restaurant fault. So I called and I was like, why y'all give me the violation? How am I going to know if her nuggets is in the bag? And the bag was closed. or they put their little notes. They always tell you, we'll put it in the notes there, just so that way it don't affect you. I was like, how is it going to affect me? Because I didn't know the nugget was not in the bag. I'm assuming that the restaurant is doing what they're supposed to do and what you guys are paying them for. So long story short, even you are responsible, especially if the bag is an open bag. Not all the time you're going to end up going to McDonald's and let me see, other restaurant that seals, Wendy's seals. All the fast food restaurants normally typically will seal your food. But if you go to a restaurant and they have not sealed the food, like, the mom and pop restaurants, I would highly recommend you just run through it, do the little checklist, and ask them if everything is in there before you leave, so that way you have everything checked off and all responsibility, even though they still will slap it to the driver, you already have, a note in your head that it was not your responsibility, and you can call and let them know ahead of time, so that way you're not charged with that. Even though I got the violation, it sucked. I was irritated. I was like, it's not my fault. They understood, but we had a communication. I called and I reported it, so somebody knew and they were aware that it was not my fault, and they put it in the notes. So make sure that you check your bag. Make sure that you check their items. And yes, it will default to you being responsible for that item. So yes, I'm sorry to let you know, sis, you will be charged. Even if the bag is sealed, don't ask me. Take it to DoorDash. That's how they do it. Now, all the other apps works a little bit different when it comes to like Grubhub. If you have issues, similarities to like Walmart Spark, they work totally different. I feel like DoorDash app is built for them and the customer. You're the one that's going to take the whipping all the time. So, always be on the right side of things, and that will save you from not getting a violation when you be on the right side of things. And always call ahead of time. If you feel like you felt that you were wrong for something, I will always call and make a note, so that way Paulette called and she said she had nothing to do with it, but they got a note in there. Then to close your eyes and not report it, and then that stuck with you, and then you're looking like you eat out the people's chicken nuggets. You're the chicken nugget thief. Like, I was like, come on, hello. So yes, you are responsible, sister. You are responsible for every order, and they have that inputted in fine prints. And even if the bag is sealed and that customer called, they will write you up as responsible for it, even though, yes, the bag was sealed and you could not look inside of it. It's always great to call the customer service, report it, and make sure that they put notes up in there to help you out. Georgina says, safety first. Good for speaking up, Paulette. Yeah, I'm good. I don't have any issues speaking up, because I feel like sometimes confrontation is a good thing when you do it appropriately. Speaking up is not everybody's hot button, but I feel like in order for this world to keep going, you have to speak up. You have to stand for something. Otherwise, you'll be falling for anything. That's what my grandmother would say. You would stand on the rock. Otherwise, you're going to be drifting away with the water and the sand. Bless said, I don't think I would go to the back. Yeah. Anytime I read a comment and I see crazy notes about, put it in the back on top of the flowers pot in the back of the house, go up the stairs. I'm like, I normally when I accept an order and I see too much stuff going on in the comments messages, I just unassign myself, because that's a headache. I don't want nobody I should be able to pull up to your door. If you have a code, I should be able to punch that code in and go directly where I'm supposed to be and drop your food off, or you meet me halfway, meaning you meet me and I hand you your food. But all that long old nah, unless you're giving me a nice little tip, then I probably will go the extra mile. But if you're just dropping $2 tip in there, I ain't going nowhere. Sorry. Greetings, Sister Tanya. How are you? Hello, Toya, Nikki. How are you today? Welcome to my channel. If you guys are just coming in, Candace! Oh my gosh! Look at my sister Candace! Welcome! Oh my goodness. It's been a minute since. Oh, okay, girl. We need to talk this weekend. Candace Traversy, we need to have a conversation. I have not. Okay, we're gonna connect. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so glad to see you. Hope all is well with you and the family. Today, I'm just talking in regards to the gig economy and how you can make that nice little summer money on the side for little extra activities, because those kids, they don't want to stay home. I know the kids don't want to stay home. These kids want to be going places, and every time you decide to go somewhere, there's money. If you go, but one thing I've learned with kids during the summer, take them to Costco. Eat at the buffet at Costco. You take them to Sam's, because every little area that you go, they have a little sample. You give them a little sample, and then after that, you could go somewhere else and feed the kids. Make sure that they're taken care of. But at the end of the day, guys, if you're looking for a little cheap little outing, go to Costco, Sam's, restaurants, and you guys feed those kids those little hot dog and hamburger. Now, I know they ain't the best of healthy foods, I understand, but once a week is okay to take the kids. They can burn that off better than you. They'll burn that thing off in like a jiffy. But at the end of the day, what I wanted to let you guys know is that summer is here. Kids are off of school and they eat. Okay? So you need to create or figure out how to create that extra money. And the gig economy, guys, come on, it's waiting on you. I know it sounds like it's oversaturated, but there's multiple things that you guys can do to create that extra money, side hustle, and entertain your kids. Otherwise, they'll go back to school. The first thing the teacher set you up to fail, because the first thing the teacher's going to ask the student, well, what did you do over the summer? Imagine. Nothing. Well, my kids be like, well, my mommy took us to Costco. We had Costco. We had pizza up in there. Some days we have the ice cream. If they behave good, they'll get an ice cream. They can split it because that sweet. It's too sweet. But I'm just saying, that's extra little coins that you can treat your kids without stressing out and stressing them out for the rest of the summer. Take your kids out somewhere and go to that little $3 ice cream and share it. And you all could do a little family outing and put those coins together, and that's how you do it. That's one little option, a little tip I just give you guys on how you make your extra money and entertain these kids during the summer. The beach is always perfect. Beach and burgers, little McDonald's here and there. Get that extra money so those kids can be well entertained for the summer and not have to go back to that little bitter teacher that talking about what you did during the summer. Nothing. That's what the kids say. There was little ungrateful things. Nothing. We did nothing. Mommy took us nowhere. Why you didn't take us, Mommy? Because Mommy didn't make the extra summer money. But I'm telling y'all where to get that summer money. So y'all can't say, well, I didn't have no money. No, yes you can. Because I'm showing y'all the gig economy can create extra money so you all can go and have fun with those kids. All right. Candace say, hey, sis, Sister Monhead, Sister Bless. EFP say, walking into the temple. All right, then. Thank you. I just want you to know, thank you guys for coming. If you all have to leave, I understand. I'm going to go and get me my pedicure and manicure today. I think I deserve it. Don't you think? I think I deserve it. But you know what? Oops. I just made my gig money. Yeah, so guess what? Monday's payday, but I already have some money from last week that I'm going to go and get my nails done because I deserve to. I need to get in that chair and get my massage and get relaxed, because sometimes we always giving everybody else and we're not taking care of ourselves. So self-care, baby. Paulette will do that self-care. We need to talk about that. That's a great topic about self-care because we always giving and sometimes it's okay to receive or give yourself a little tap. So that's what I'm doing to myself today. I'm right in front of my little royal nails. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to get a mani-pedi. And then I'm going to head off. And no, I'm not putting color on my hands. Yes, just in case you all was thinking about it. I just want to take it out of your heads. We're putting colors, but I just need to get all my cuticles all cleaned up, get my toes all cleaned up. You all know how that works. And I could do it because I created the extra money doing my gig work. Hint, hint. All right, let's see what Flemings is saying. Paulette, it's good to play soothing your favorite song, especially delivering. Yes, having to deal with different customers. It helps to stay positive and not having someone negative experience impact you. Oh, that's great advice, Flemings. I love that. Exactly. That is how it works. I normally have pastor on in the background when I'm working, just to keep me soothed, or I'll put on, my little gospel music sometimes, but most of the time I be bench walking. I download at home all of pastor sermon, or sometime, I don't know, there's they post the video. Hold on, let me see. It's not a video, it's like an audio. Microsoft, this is from First Church, so they'll post the audio, and I bench watch on the audio. Oh my gosh, those audios are so good. I can't remember specifically the name of the little portal that they have it all in, but you register up, and then you can go directly on through Microsoft to your email, and then you can just every sermon that they preach from all the different temples you can hear. So I'm never busy per se, but out of even listening to those Flemings, sometimes you get bad days with that negative customer, that sometimes you just got to start your praise music. Praise and worship always works too. So if benching on listening to pastor is not strong enough, you would say you need a little something to make you feel good, I would say some nice gospel music, and you listen to get your praise and worship going, and that will help calm you as well. So great advice, Flemings. I love that. EFP, thank you for dropping by. EFP, thank you so much. Candace, sister, I know. So Candace, you do it too? Oh my goodness, Candace, you're doing the gig economy too. I love this. If you have questions, how long you been doing it, Candace? Let me know how long you've been doing it. Okay? So that way we can have a conversation. Oh my goodness. I love this. My gosh, I didn't know my sister was doing the same thing that I'm doing. Oh, yes, ma'am. About a year. Look at you. How's the boys and the girls? Hope all is well with your family, girl. I am so happy to see you on here, Candace. I tell you, this is so beautiful. We have a minute that we have not had a conversation, and little that I know that my sister have a year in the gig economy, getting that shmoney. I love it. Growing. That's why I do gig work. Exactly. To make sure we entertain the kids. Summer is right here. Kids are already home. The school already deposited them at our doorstep, and we need to figure out how to work it. The other thing too, Candace, I don't know if you work with the kids or you leave your kids home, but you can work with the kids. Put those kids in the back of that car, and you gonna work your gig with the kids. Now, don't leave them. The only thing is, every time you pull up to McDonald's or whatever you pull up to, if you have little ones, they're gonna want something. Okay? Wow, your boys are 13, 12, 14, 13, 5 and 7. Candace, your babies are out of the way. Yep, the boys go with you. Exactly. Teach them 101 finance, just like that. If you don't work, you don't eat. That's how you do it. That's great principles, Candace. I love that. You take the kids with you, especially at 14 and 13. They're ready because eventually they'll need to learn to work for themselves. So kudos to you, girl. Do your thing. Get that shmoney. Teach those kids that if they want something, let's go work. And you're taking them to work. I love that. That's great things you're instilling in them from such a young age. Well, guys, we're already past the 30 minutes mark. Thank you guys for joining. If you all have any questions and concerns at this point in time, Candace, before I leave, are you on just DoorDash or you register on all the apps? because I want you all to know, don't stay stuck with one app. Make sure that you are registered on all the apps so that you can multi Grubhub too. Oh yeah, definitely. Make sure that you are registered on all of the apps so that way when one app works and the other one don't work, you can always make sure that you go to the other app, make that money still. If you are just coming into my channel, guys, go ahead, and I'm going to be talking about the gig economy on here. I talk about a whole bunch of topics. We talk about my faith walk. We talk about, health, beauty. We talk about, my how do you put the gig economy. Girl, come on, let's get this going. Good advice. Thank you. We talk about a little bit of everything on this channel, and one thing y'all know about me, I'm going to encourage, I'm going to edify, I'm going to inspire to the best of my ability, and we're going to keep it moving. We uplift each other on this channel. That's what we do, uplift each other. Hi, Sister Mercy, thank you for coming and helping us out here in the chats. I want to give a shout out to all my moderators for coming in and showing love. We appreciate you guys. Hello, Sister Dawn. I didn't know I was going live either, Sister Dawn. I know. I just be pulling up. But, on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, I'm going to pull up. Now, in between the other days of the week, I come on sometime and, here and there. But definitely a Tuesday, Thursday, I'm going to talk about one of the topics that I normally share on my channel, so that way you guys can be edified, inspired, encouraged that you can do it too. No big deal. You can do it too. Greetings to all. Greetings to you too, Sister Dawn. We are wrapping this thing up because I want to go. Another sister, my little sis, said that they're having the Zoom call, and I want to join the Zoom call. And so I'm going to just pause because I think in the next few minutes it's going to start, and I want to be a part of that. Sister Dawn, if you have the Zoom call handy, can you just send that to me so I could click the link? I'm not sure if you have it. If not, that's fine. I'm going to just go and figure. I probably got an email somewhere. I'll go and figure it. But by the way, I just want you all to know, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, go ahead, subscribe, because I'm going to come on here and talk about the gig economy. I'm going to talk about skincare. I'm going to talk about a little bit of fashion. I'm going to talk about hair. I'm going to talk about how self-care, guys. I'm right here. I'm going to get my nails done. We're going to get mani-pedi today. Yes, we're going to get it together. You have to take care of you, okay? You better take care of you. And every time you got to go out there and take care of you, it costs money. Okay, it costs money. It's not cheap. So I'm here to let y'all know summer is here, and extra money is needed because all those kids is home eating up your food. Okay, they're eating it up. You only got to replenish it, right? So go ahead and get it together. And sometimes I was giving you a little hint. You may not want to cook some days. Take them to Costco. They'll have the cheapest food and everybody be full. Make sure you add the salad. They do have salads and stuff too. Everybody gonna be full. Sam's does the same thing. Go ahead and get those kids out there. Fill them up. They love all the junk food anyway, but not every day now. Every so often. But there are tips and tricks that you all can use when you have the kids in the back of the car and you need to make that extra shmoney. Okay, there you go. Let's see what's going on. Sister Mercy, everybody's saying hi to each other. Sister Dawn said no problem, thank you. I was busy on my phone and cooking. Sister Mercy, what did you cook? I can eat something hot right now. You should go ahead and bring me some. Okay, Candace said I need that self-care tip. I'll be back for that live. Yeah, we're going to talk about self-care in here tomorrow. Me and sister EFP, we will be going live. She's my sister EFP, and we have a nice little topic we're going to talk about, and you could catch up, Candace, just in case you're just decided you saw me pop up here. I'm not sure. I just saw you in the comments for the first time. I don't know if you are in the background. Are you one of those background sisters that just hustling and didn't say nothing? Because I just noticed you in the comments. You make sure you go and check the video that we did about fashion and covering. That's a great video where you could start on. And we're coming up with more conversations and videos. On Sunday, I have a topic I want to talk about in regards to, um, I can't tell you that topic yet because I don't know what the topic is. I'm sorry. I thought I was going to talk about it, but no, we're going to talk about another one. However, though, I'll normally post, but on Sunday you can just chime in. And thank you, Sister Dawn. I received it. On Sunday we just do a let's talk. So if you have, it's just catching up with my channel, go to the playlist, go to the let's talk, and you can hear all the topics that's in there that we talk about. We basically here, on this channel, it's all real, guys. We try to keep it real. We try to make sure that you all know that we're humans too, but at the same time we're striving for that Holy Ghost. We're striving. We ain't perfect here. I ain't perfect, but I'm striving, and you all can hear my walk. I am on my faith walk, and I'm glad that you guys are chiming in so you can see me grow. I'm growing a little bit, like little turtles. I'm growing little inchy turtles, but I'm getting there, and I just want you guys to know the journey is beautiful. I'm enjoying this journey. Yes, I cry some days, maybe two, maybe more than two, maybe every day I probably shed a tear. But you know what? That is part of the growth. That is part of you developing your hide of a rhinoceros and becoming humble and getting that heart like a child, and having that mind of a scholar where you're not perfect. We're learning daily. We're growing daily, and are loving other people to do some constructive criticism sometimes that we may not like, but it's needed. It's needed, guys. You need it. I know I need it. And it's okay because it's out of love. Okay? But anyway, I digress. I just want you all to know. I want Candace to also know. Go on the playlist, get your whole stuff, and start bench watching so that I can, get my what do you call that now? The watch time. I'm working on billing watch time, guys. Let's get this watch time going for me. Oh my gosh, so I found out every year you lose your watch time. You got to rebuild. So I lost all my watch time that I had prior, like 5-6 years ago. So I'm starting over from scratch again, which is okay. But it's a little bit like, oh my gosh, if I knew about it, if I knew a little bit more, it would work out, but I didn't know anymore. So I was like, so now that I'm learning this whole YouTube thing, and I'm, this StreamYard is expensive. I just want you all to know. So because StreamYard is $45, now I need to create $45 on the side. I'm like, oh, okay, well, we need to make this YouTube work for itself. So YouTube, I would love it to pay for itself. And yes, I'm on YouTube. And now that I know that it can pay for itself, I'm looking forward for it paying for itself, because $45 is steep. Okay, even if I'm doing side hustle, it's still steep. Okay, all right then, we're gonna keep it real over here, and I love that. Let me see if anybody have anything else. Oh, Sister Mercy, salmon. I love me some salmon. Thank you so much. Maybe I need to pull back. See, that car nearly hit me again. Sorry about that. This car that's in the front of me, they turn around, they're backing in. Now I just got hit and he's backing into me, and they're twisted. Probably some old folks. I had to honk my horn nicely. Okay, and then I smile at him. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's okay, my Lord. My Lord, I think I need to leave now. Okay. Pray for me, guys. I'm growing. I'm not there yet, but we are growing, guys. Okay, we're growing. Pray for me. All righty. Okay, guys. Anyway, love you guys, and I'll see you all tomorrow. By the way, EFP, we're going live. We're going to talk about whatever topic. We're going to do a lot more of like what do you call that now? Co-work, co-stream, where both of us will come on and we're going to just talk about something. So tomorrow, around this time, we're going to be going live. So make sure you all come back. Okay, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you can get notification, because tomorrow I'm co-hosting with EFP Media. And by the way, when she comes on, we're going to have our conversation. We're just going to talk about things. We're going to talk to talk. It's Friday. It's Aloha Friday. Okay. Hey, Brother Jonah, welcome in. Thank you guys for joining. I'm about to wrap it up because I know somebody is about to come on pretty soon, because we all here trying to figure out space. But we're going to wrap it up. So tomorrow, come back again, guys, around the same time, probably a little bit earlier. So we're going to just have some tough conversation. We're going to have some nice little topics for you to come in and we can enjoy Aloha Friday. Okay, come on back. Come back to Life with Paulette. Subscribe, hit the bell so you can get notified, and come back tomorrow and Sunday and probably Saturday, because we always have something to talk about and you all need to join in too. Yay! Love you guys. Deuces. Alrighty. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you. Thanks for joining, Brother Jonah. By the way, thanks to all my moderator. Thank you, Brother Jonah. I just saw you, but we're heading out. So I'm going to say officially, deuces. Bye. Peace. Yes. Look up to Sister Mercy about deuces. You better believe it, sister. Oh,